Good morning, FS Reptiles. This here is Anakin. Anakin is actually, he's kind of the reason why I started the Pompeii project. Although I bought him when he was much younger. Oops, he's a little shy at times. He is a red striped clown, okay? I am going to turn around the camera. I'm going to put him back in his cage because he just got done out of a soak because he had a bad shed. So we're going to put him up, okay? And I'm going to explain what a Pompeii is. And this is kind of a reply or a add-on to Midgore Morphs. Do not just buy a snake thinking that you're going to make something out of it before you do your research. We're going to go a little old school here. All right, we're going to use the dry erase board. A Pompeii. A Pompeii is a black pastel, red stripe, yellow belly, spot-nosed clown. Now, here's the thing. Yes, I have the red striped clown part, but at the time that I bought him, all I had was a yellow belly spot-nosed clown that had pastel and lesser in it. And I thought, well, I could breed that and then breed something else. Well, here's the problem. I'm going to erase the dry erase board, and I'm going to show kind of a time lapse on this dry erase board. Okay, so here's how the scenario plays out. Please don't read ahead. Pastel yellow belly spot nose lesser clown to a red striped clown. You have a 1 in 16th chance. So 1 out of 16 eggs could be the exact one you want. Here's the problem. I didn't think before I bought him. My spot nose is a male. How are you going to breed a male to a male? Got to think before you buy. All right, so let's go with the next scenario that I thought up, and I'll explain why that doesn't work too. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, why don't I just go buy a spot nose, yellow belly, and then I'll breed my clown to it. Well, here's the problem. You have a 1 in 8th chance. So out of 8 eggs, you will get one, hopefully, if the odds are ever in your favor. And that is from the Hunger Games, of course. The problem is that if you breed a clown to a non-clown, you get a het clown. And if you breed a het clown to a clown, you only have a 50% chance of getting a clown. And then you have to add that to your percentage of chance of getting the snake you want. So I was also looking at it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm missing some genes here. I'm missing black pastel. Oh, that's not good. I need black pastel, don't I? So I went ahead, and I'm going to show you 2 snakes. And I'll show you how the pairing is going to go. And it should be interesting. This is a snake that we actually call Flamethrower here. His genes are red stripe, yellow belly, spot nose clown. We'll put that on the board here in a second. I'm only going to have him out for a second because he's only been at the house for 2.5 weeks, and I really don't want to handle him that much until I actually get some food down him. He weighs just under 300 grams. And a lot of breeders are going to say, okay, cool. Well, once he hits 600 grams, you'll be able to breed him. I don't breed my snakes at 600 grams. I breed them at 800 grams. So he may not even be ready this year, okay? So there's one of our problems is this guy may not be ready for a year. So that's delaying the process as well. So if you think you're just going to grab a snake and, pair it up and it's going to hit your exact odds and you're going to have it within your first year, not going to happen probably, but let's go with this. This little girl is named Athena. She is a black pastel, yellow belly clown. Currently, she's at, I think, 1,400 grams. My females, I do not breed until they're at 1,800 grams. A lot of people say 1,500 is fine. I want that 1,800. I actually kind of want 2,000 grams. She doesn't have the body I want on her yet. As you can see, she's really skinny. I could show you some of my bigger girls too. But, okay, so now we have a black pastel, yellow belly clown. We'll go back to the chalkboard. Yay, we have all of the ingredients we need for a Pompeii, don't we? We have red stripe, yellow belly, spot nose, black pastel, and clown. Oh, wait a minute. We have 2 copies of yellow belly. What does 2 copies of Yellow Belly do? Does it do something? Well, if you're new to the hobby, you don't know. Let me explain. I'm going to write it down on the board. Okay, so you can see I have all the ingredients. Now, 2 Yellow Bellies makes an ivory. Okay, so I'll admit I've already spoke to a few other breeders. The ivory is not a bad snake. It's a white snake. And if I were to have an ivory and it was actually a Pompeii ivory, where the ivory is going to cover up everything, I can always breed it to another snake and still get my Pompeii. Yes, that will take longer, 100% longer. I understand that. There's possibilities of doing that though. But if you look at it, I have a 1 in 16 chance of a Pompeii. It's actually a little better than that, but I'm going to go with the 1 in 16th, and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to run with it and see what happens this year. If I don't get it and I get an ivory Pompeii, I actually have a het clown that I can go ahead and pair that boy to in a year and a half, a year, depending on how long it takes him to get to 800 grams. Because I will keep anything from this clutch right here that is a 5 gene or 6 gene animal. No doubt about it. Before I show the next setup of this breeding plan, I'm actually going to show you what the Pompeii looks like. Again, that plan that I just showed you, that is about that could be a 3-year plan, honestly. So it's not like I'm in it for the money, because by the time that I get a Pompeii, that $5,000 snake is, or $4,000 snake, whatever it is, probably going to be about a $1,200 snake. So it's not like, you know, I'm in it for the money. I'm in it because I like the way the thing looks. So let's see the way this Pompeii looks, and then I'm going to show you what I'm actually shooting for. The Pompeii is not what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for a little more than the Pompeii. That is what the Pompeii looks like. It's an awesome looking snake. However, I'm from Minnesota. I know Joe and Sheena from JSA, and they created something called the Special Pompeii. I'm going to show you a picture, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it, kind of. So, keeping with our Hunger Games theme here of may the odds be ever in my favor, this is Lucy Gray. She is a special het clown. She is over 2,000 grams. I said pounds earlier. I meant grams, by the way. Yeah, that would be a heavy snake. She's actually, as you can see in blue right now, you can see her eyes. So she's going right back into her tub. I normally would not have pulled her out, but I did want to show her. I'm going to show you how I'm going to take the Yellow Belly gene out and add the special, which is not the greatest of odds, but I mean, the snake's named Lucy Gray, so I mean, the odds should be in my favor. Okay, so we take Flamethrower, which is a red stripe, spot nose, yellow belly clown. We take it to that special clown, special het clown. She is not a clown, she's het clown. So that makes the odds not very good for me. I mean, I'm talking 1 in 32. So I'm going to make sure temperatures, everything are absolutely perfect. And size of the girl and size of the boy. And then I'm shooting for a red stripe spot nose special clown. I will write down the other way of doing this here in a second and put it on the board. So here is the actual game plan for this. Red stripe spot nose special clown that honestly I hope I hit in my first year, so just add a year to any of these numbers. It could take 2 years to hit it. Black pastel yellow belly clown. Okay, so if I breed the flame, which is, you know, Flamethrower, to Lucy Gray, that's going to take a year, maybe even a year and a half. Then I have to breed that one to Athena, which is the black pastel, yellow belly. Okay. which could take another year and a half, because you have to remember those snakes, after they give birth, sometimes they take off food for a little while, and you have to get them back up to your breeder size and to the body size you want them. So 3 years minimum, I would say probably 5 years total if you're trying to actually hit it. And there's only a 1 in 30-second chance of hitting the snake that I'm going to show you right now. So now that you see that it does take 5 years, 6 years, 3 years to create a cool looking snake, you know, you have to ask yourself, you know, am I buying the right stuff to pair? Am I trying to pair two males? That was my mistake. That was kind of funny. Because, like, honestly, I had it in my head when I bought him that, oh, I have most of the ingredients. I'll just have to buy a black pastel. Wow, not a big deal. Well, the problem is even if I did it that way, I'd have to buy a black pastel female, even if mine was, if my lesser spot nose pastel yellow belly was a female, I would have still had to buy another female to even make the time period shorter, and I'd still be looking at 4 years. So if you're in it for the money, you might as well get out. I'm not being rude. If you're in it because you love the way the snakes look and they're cool and stuff like that, yeah, absolutely. I myself, this right here is the Riddler. He's a puzzle. And I'll go ahead and give it away because I don't know too many people are going to do it. And plus, if somebody does it before me, I'm going to look at it and decide whether I like it or not, or whether I want to add something to it. My actual breeding plan is a special Pompeii or a Pompeii puzzle. That's the actual breeding plan. And I already know it's going to be a 7 to 8 year plan. But I think it's going to look cool. Nobody's done it yet. And I'm pretty sure it's going to sell. So that's why I'm all in on it. I mean, look at Holker's Herps, who had the show-stealing snake that was a puzzle at Tinley. So I know puzzle is, some people say it's out. I don't think it is. I know nobody in Minnesota has puzzle. Well, oh yeah, there's 2 people in Minnesota that I know that probably have a puzzle in their collection. They're just not selling puzzle at the moment. So you all have a great day, and hopefully I helped you realizing that, A, you can't just pair a bunch of cool looking snakes together and wish for the best. There's actually percentages, like 1/32 of a chance of me getting that snake, which means I may actually have to pair that snake. Let's say she has 10 eggs a year. I'd have to breed her for 3 years in a row and hope I hit the percentage, which, yeah, I think I will because I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried if I have cool looking snakes that will sell, because that's another thing. While you're out and about, you actually want to go to your local shows. Go to your local shows. Go to Tinley. Go to places. Look on Morph Market. See what is selling. You don't want to, I mean, okay. One of my friends is going to be mad at me for saying this. But you do not want to just go out and buy and breed a bunch of champagnes and spiders. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do not buy them. I mean, my friend has a couple champagnes that are actually really cool animals. He has one spider that has no head wobble whatsoever. Actually, I've held it several times. It's actually a really cool animal. But I do not breed them myself because they don't sell. In my area, at least. I don't know. Maybe in other areas they do. I'm not saying anything bad about the animal. I'm not saying anything bad about he's my friend. I'm not saying anything bad about him, of course. So, yeah, just check out what's actually selling in your area. Check out Morph Market and figure out what game plan you actually want to do. Something really cool. I mean, I have this one for the Pompeii puzzle and Pompeii special puzzle. And then I actually have another breeding plan. I'm not going to lie. It's right now it's just wrote down as the crazy banana because we are going to do a crazy banana morph. We're going to do all kinds of stuff into a banana just to see what it looks like. Because bananas in Minnesota, they sell. So you all have fun. Hopefully this has been informative and helped you. I'm borrowing a little bit here from Olympus Reptiles and from Chris Hardick, who is actually, I love the guy to death, but I'm sure I bored you to death just like he bores me to death, but I learned a lot from him watching his videos. I wish that there were more people like Stacy and Tom with Midgore Morphs who are just kind of straight up in your face and they find a way of making it cool. So hopefully I can do that in the future. I have new cameras that are in a shopping cart. They're not ordered yet. And this little guy is going everywhere, so I should get off of here. Oh, hi. All right. Have fun. Bye.